How you doing, buddy?
Justin, how are you, bud?
Good, mate. Good. We'll do a video call if you like.
I've got you recording now, mate. Do you want to do a video
Oh,
one?
brilliant! Awesome. Do you want to do it on video, or are we cool like this?
Either way, mate. We can go to video so I can see you. Let me.
Yeah, you gotta see my beautiful English face
I
and
can't.
my nice teeth.
There you are. I can see you now, mate. Can you see me?
I was just thinking about it. I can't as yet, my mate.
Just wait 2 seconds, and I'll get the Australian face up there as well. 2 seconds.
Be good to see you, buddy.
How you been, mate? You been good?
Uh, Yeah, I've been good. Obviously, still celebrating that thing we don't talk about, that old semi-final in the World Cup. I'm sure the wounds are still quite fresh for you there.
Yeah, absolutely. It was. Well, I know you girls kicked our ass the other night, but no, it was good fun. Just let me
It's just
try, just let me try to get the video
yeah,
up. 2 seconds.
cool.
Oh, we're there. How are you?
We're there. It's good to see you, pal. How you doing?
Well, we're doing pretty good. It has been pretty cold down here in Adelaide. We're still around the 13-degree mark here, but
Well, it's summer here and it's been cold here too.
what's your day temperature? 28.
Probably not -20. No, it's not. No, but do you know what? It's weird in the UK and even in the summer, it's strange. In the winter, you know it's going to be cold, but in the summer, you just don't know what to wear from day to day. You don't know whether to wear flip-flops and shorts or like a hoodie and a jacket. It's just, you get about, like Crowded House said, you get 4 seasons in 1 day.
That's a good song, isn't it? That's a good song.
The
How's
classic.
how's Liverpool going? How's the magazine going? It looks magnificent.
Yeah, thanks, buddy. Well, I know you're doing great things with the media, and that's what I'm doing here. I think the media is a very powerful tool, especially in today's age. The media can be a very toxic thing, and we all know about the mainstream media and the damage that can cause with fear, anger, hatred, and division. I think what I'm trying to do and what you're trying to do is provide some thought-provoking media, some positive news, some
Sure.
things that go against the mainstream somewhat, and yeah, I've had the online magazine, La Vida Liverpool, positive news for 5 years, and then now the second edition of the print magazine's dropped, and it's 5,000 copies throughout the region. I mean, 5,000 doesn't sound like a lot in Australia because it's so
Sounds
vast and
sounds
so
an,
big, but
sounds a lot. Sounds a lot.
but for here we've got 5,000 copies in high footfall places throughout the Liverpool region, showcasing and celebrating all the great people, businesses, charities, events, just trying to make the region and the world a better place through positive news, really. And I'm looking
Well, no,
forward to sending you
that's good.
guys some copies out there.
Yeah. I sent my address the other day. If you can get them out here, I'll certainly take a couple of copies. Can you do it
I will do, mate. I'm gonna get some posted out, and I've been listening to your podcast. They're really interesting.
Have you what episode are you up to with the two drunk aliens?
I'm up to the third one. I need to catch up a little bit. So I'm up to
That's
the
all right.
where it all came out in Congress, and it's really thought provoking stuff. I mean, I think the world's waking up to a lot of things, and I think people are realizing that there's a lot more to things, and I think with things like the pandemic and all sorts, people are starting to think, what's what, who's telling the truth, you know what I mean? And
Sure.
especially with it, I've always had a fascination personally with the supernatural and with the UFOs, with the aliens. I, at the age of 10 years old, when I was in school, I started a UFO club where I'd encourage, because I saw a UFO when I was about 9 years old. I was living in North Wales, and I saw this red light go upwards. I used to play football in the park, and all the other kids had finished, and I was, even when it was getting dark, I was still in the park practicing my free kicks. You know, I still didn't play for England, but never mind. but I'd be in the park alone practicing these free kicks, and then I saw it was dark. It even got dark, and I was still playing. In the hills in the background, I saw a red light go upwards, and then do a zigzag, from side to side, and then this red light shot off. And I was, from that point, obsessed. And I was like, so I started this UFO club in primary school where I'd encourage all the other kids to, record if they'd seen any. I remember one kid did a prank, actually. I could tell it was because he said this object he saw was shiny but dull at the same time, So I was like, yeah, I know he's joking. But I started this UFO club, and then I joined the British UFO Research Association, and I got all the magazines, and when I was about 10 years old. So I've always been absolutely fascinated, and listening to your podcast has really rekindled my fascination, really,
I can't wait till we can talk to your offsider. What was his first name? The ufologist?
Oh, so yes, so Alan Bates.
Alan Bates.
We're going to have to get this. We'll have to get this set up. Now, Alan is the most televised hypnotist of all time. He's a comedy hypnotist, and he's also a hypnotherapist. He's a very intelligent guy. And he's also got books out on UFOs and the paranormal. With his hypnosis, actually, I've put on shows with him, big comedy hypnotism nights, but I've also put on a paranormal night with him where he hypnotizes people to go into past life regression. So he takes people into previous lives under hypnosis, and the things they come out with, they're actually true. You can Google it. It's like this guy was saying he died in a train crash, in 1082 or whatever. No, not that far back, but 17 or 1866 or something.
Sure.
You Google it. So this guy, Alan, he's got a lot of powers, this guy. But yeah, he knows a lot about the occult, the supernatural, but UFOs as well. So he's going to a big conference in the UK soon, I think.
Do we line up with you and him at the same time, or how do we do it?
Yeah, so I'll speak to him. I'll speak to him this afternoon and see if we can arrange a date to get on. He's been on my radio show because, of course, I've got a radio show here in the UK. I was on air last night. He's been on my show. He's a fascinating guy. So yeah, I'll hook you guys up direct for a sort of Oz and UK collab.
When's your best night for us to call you, because we're going to be in the morning? Are you on Thursday nights, are you?
Yeah, so my radio show on New Brighton Radio is it's every Thursday evening UK time from 5 till 7. Let me just decline that call. Sorry, 1 second, mate.
You're right,
I was
mate.
getting a call through
Go
there.
for it.
So yeah, so my show's on a Thursday evening, 5 till 6 and 6 till 7. So I have two halves of the show. So I have a special guest from 5 till 6 and one 6 till 7. So we'll have to do that collab this side as well, where we get you guys, on my show.
That'd be great. That would be fantastic.
Yeah, it'd be really good because you guys sound like a book of knowledge when it comes to all things UFO, and I'm looking forward to tapping into it.
Oh yeah, look, we're fairly primitive anyway, but what's good if we can get a time which might be, if your Thursday night will be Friday morning, so we might be 3 in the morning or something like that. We need to know the exchange. So what I'll do is I'll try to work out if you're 5 to 7, I'll try to work it back into Oz time, and then Scotty starts work at 4 in the morning anyway, so he's out of control. Sure. So he might just have a couple of beers to go to work. I'll be able to go back and have a sleep after the interview. But cool. I think we do that. We talk about Vancouver. We talk about my son's still there. He's still working in Whistler. He's met a bird called Debbie, and they're having a great time over there. They're on the go-karts at the moment in the summertime, and But that,
Awesome.
how good was that place? You know, like,
Oh,
how do you separate that from anywhere in the world? Like, that place is unique, isn't
it's
it?
different. It is. It's Vancouver and Whistler. It's been a dream of mine to visit since since I was a teenager, really. And it's one of the things I never got round to doing, and finally fulfilled that dream, really. And exceeded all expectations. Vancouver, what a city! What an
Bam.
incredible place! Nature all around. It's so vast. It's the food and drink, the people. Got to meet people like yourself. Whistler, of course.
Sure.
Just surrounded by. It's just that vastness of nature. It just makes you. It makes you feel sort of insignificant, but in a really good way.
Sure. Isn't it funny how, you go up the road, the highway from Vancouver, and you've got all that beautiful scenery on the left and right as you're going up, and then you come off the roadway altogether and you hit Whistler and you go, "Ooh, how
Yeah.
like, ooh, how awesome is
It's
this place?"
it's awe-inspiring, and as I say, it's beautiful when nature reminds, as human beings, we get caught up in our day-to-day life, we get caught up in trivial things that don't fucking matter, we get caught up in this, that, the other, and when you see those vast mountain ranges, and and the glaciers, and the oceans, and
Sure,
the
sure.
huge trees, and you're sort of like, when you realize what a big world it is, and there's still parts of Canada that are undiscovered by humans, and it's like, you look at all that and you're like, wow, just take a step back for a minute and just take it all in.
Unreal. When I left you, we skied the next day with Reece on the Blackcomb side. We did Whistler the day before when I met you, and then we went over to Blackcomb on the next day, and then on the way back to Vancouver, because we went to Canmore, Banff. We drove 2,500 k's after we saw you and went up to right up the top, and then we come all the way back
Cool.
again. I got COVID while I was away, so after I'd seen you, about 3 days later, I was crook as a dog. So Mandy had to
No
drive.
way.
Mandy had to drive all those kilometres. She had to drive 2,500 k's, and then
No way.
by time we got all the way back to Vancouver again, we went to Alaska after that. So we got onto a boat cruise, and
Wow.
there was a busload of 48 Aussies that rocked up at the same time, and we got on this boat cruise to Alaska, and we had another 10 days up there, and I can't, I don't know if you've been up there. It's just out of this world. It's the most
Yeah, I imagine.
incredible place that how good Vancouver and that was. To go to Alaska
Yeah.
again, there were 3 or 4 ports that we saw up there, but it was so incredible to see. There were
Yeah.
whales up there. There was all sorts of stuff that we'd never seen from Australia, like being so far down. But
Yeah. Yeah.
it was an incredible journey. That 4 weeks that we were away was incredible, and to meet you and your mob, that was just incredible. It was a fluke in time.
Yeah.
I didn't know what it was all
Yeah.
about. I still don't know what it was all about, but here we are now, a year on. We're talking face to face now, which is incredible. I tip my
Yeah.
I tip my hat to you. It's incredible, and my daughter's still got your shirt. She's been away for a month
Nice
now,
one.
and she's going to drop it up to Liverpool. So I will need to get
Cool.
your paintball dress so I can get the shirt up there. And we've just done
Yeah.
a big drop today. We done all the new Two Drunk Alien t-shirts. Now we've just done a whole banker run of these. So it's an
Awesome.
exciting time for us. It's very good.
What I'll do, mate, is a couple of things there. if she's planning to pass through Liverpool at any point or wants to come up for a couple of days,
Yep.
I'll make sure I can show her all the sights, you know, and the really cool
Sure.
places. Liverpool's such a great city. It's very friendly. There's some great energy about the city. So I can show a couple of places and stuff, and then obviously I'll send some shirts to you as well. So I'll send you a shirt and a magazine, and then we can sport them and don them in iconic locations from my place and yours. You should really come over at some point as well. You'll love it over.
We're in your town about September, October 2024. So we're about a year away, but at least it's booked in. We got Italy and all that to do as well. Nice. So, and then Caitlin's still there for another year, and she's seeing a guy called Andy, which is fantastic. So he's in London there at the moment, and of course we want to get up to Liverpool and see the boot halls and
of course, mate.
And Justin Hopper.
I work with the famous Cavern Club. I've been promoting a few shows there, and if we time it right, I promote the shows for the Beatles tribute act. They were the first and longest standing Beatles tribute act in potentially in the world. These guys have been going since 1980, and they are note for note like the Beatles. Now, I'm planning for 2024. I'm planning a bit of a UK tour with them, and obviously gigs at the Cavern Club. So if we can time it right, we'll have to get you to one of the shows at the Cavern.
I'd love that. I'll certainly get in contact with you before then, and we can actually get an itinerary there that we can sort of bash around with you guys. Oh, it'd be fantastic. It'd be absolutely fantastic.
Absolutely, mate. Well, that's the thing. You know, you're talking about how we met there in Whistler, in Canada. You know, it's sorry, just had to press red button that call. It's you know, I always like to say we're all part of the fabric of each other's lives. You know, the rich tapestry. You know, we're all part of each other's journeys.
Sure.
You know, we're all going on this journey through life, and we're just trying our best every day to live life to the fullest, to be a good human being, to make the world a better place, to be happy. We're all on these individual journeys, but we're all, you know, part of this big algorithm of each other's lives. And, you know, isn't it so beautiful when you can be, you know, in a moment there in Whistler, in a different country or something, you know, and you meet and then you keep, I mean, social media it can have its flaws, it can be toxic and whatnot, and you can lose that sort of human interaction, but then you can keep in touch with people so well. I mean, back in the day, we would have had to write a good old-fashioned letter, you know, which might take weeks to get there, you know. But now we can have these conversations and, you know, and get on each other's shows and podcasts and collaborate. It's really beautiful, like, and it's so good. It's so good to keep in touch.
Love it. I absolutely love it. I'm honoured to be a part of it with you, and I tip my hat once again that you've been so kind to me. And let's keep it going, because there's a lot of love out there with the with the UFOs, and I certainly need to get to Liverpool. So I can't wait to get the Aussies over there, and Mandy's keen as hell to get over there, and you know, as I said, my daughter's still there in London somewhere. So,
well, you guys,
Justin,
will be VIPs here. VIPs.
I can't wait to talk to you again shortly, and certainly let's drive this wheel as far as we can go. And I can't wait to get over there. Honestly, it's one of those things that's on the list. So. Hey, mate.
What I'll do, I'll drop you a message. With a few Thursdays that could work. I'm assuming that our UK 6 till 7 slot would work better. So I'll send you a few Thursdays as an option, and we can get it booked in and do this long distance Oz and UK collaboration on the radio show.
Can't wait, mate.
Legend.
Good on you, Just. Thanks, man. Okay.
Have a great Friday night, bro. Nice one, Ash.
See you, mate. Bye.
Cheers, buddy.
See you, bloke.
Take care, mate.
See you, dude.
Nice one.
Bye.